I'm Kirsty Meakin from Neo Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a one-stroke bow nail art, of course. Not like on your face or anything, on a nail. I have a black nail. I am going to buff over the black nail. The nail I have created with Sirius Black, and then I've also top coated it with the Urban Graffiti top coat. So I'm just going to mat it off by buffing it. I like to work on a buffed surface because I know you might think, well, why don't you just put the matte top coat on? No, I don't think it works the same. I want a buffed surface. Just going to dust over, and I'm going to wipe over with the gel residue wipe off solution. Oh, and I'm going to put the lid on properly. Let's give that a wipe. So we have a nice buffed surface. And I need some water, so I've got some water. I'm going to do my blending strokes on here. You could do them on your hand if you want to. I'm going to use the Polycolour acrylic paint. So I've got white, that's titanium white, and I've got violet here, which is a dark purple. So I'm going to use a flat brush. I'm going to load one side with white and one side with purple. I'm going to do that about 3 times. As I'm creating the blend here, I'm also pushing it into the bristles of the brush. So I get a fully loaded brush. Make sure you're happy with the blend before you use it. Once you're happy, you're going to do a simple stroke up and over like that. We're going to do that again. So make sure your brush is loaded again. It's quite a simple stroke. I'm going to repeat that, but I'm going to do it this side. So these are going to be the tops of your loops. The great thing with one stroke is you can go back over until you are happy. I'm going to clean the brush at this stage because it will start to dry in the brush. And then I'm going to reload. And I'm going to work from this side. And meet there. This is the most difficult bit. I'm going to show you that again. So you're going to go from the centre. And then as you come to the end, you start to bring the brush off. I'm going to load the brush again. So it's all about loading the brush, it's all about getting the blend right. And this time we're going to start from here. And we're going to come round and up. Take it back now, y'all. Now we're going to do the tails. Not the doggy tails, the tails of the bow. And I'm going to start by coming down here and doing a little bit of a wiggle and then coming down again. So you go down, a little bit of a wiggle back, and then come to a nice point. So we're going to do that again. Make sure your brush is loaded. We're going to do another one here. People kind of think that you can only do flowers with one stroke, but you can't. You can do a multitude of things. And this time, we're going to come down. And don't put that bit in, me putting it in my mouth. I'm going to come down. And back up. Right, we're going to do the centre now. So we're going to join them together by the little knot kind of thing. So again, I've blended. Just going to create a little knot. Down one side. And then we're going to go up the other side. Now, what I'm going to do is get a detailing brush. And we're going to go into the purple with a little bit of water. Not too much, like 10% water. If you could ever measure that out. And we're going to just flatten this off here.
Just come upstairs a touch.
So we're adding a bit of depth.
Just gone back down.
And then I need a little bit of black. I'm adding a little bit of black now for depth, and I'm going to go round this bow, giving it a more defined shape. Now we're going to make this look even more spectacular by adding a little bit. We're going to add a little bit more pizzazz. I'm going to come into the white now. And I'm going to do some beads. As if they're dangling down. Just to give the background more interest, really. They're just little loops. Clean my brush, then we're going to get a dotting tool and we're going to add some little dots. I want to make sure I've got a nice little pool of paint to go into, so it's not too dry, it's not too wet. I'm just going to add these little dots as if they're little beads hanging down. So you can see as you dot down and then you continue to go round, you get less and less paint on the brush, which makes the dots get smaller and smaller. I want to use a little bit of the metallic silver. I'm going to add a few dots of that just to make those little tiny silver ones as well. Then I'm going to use that long striping brush just to do a few little lines as well. Oh, I've missed dots off that one. I need to do that one. And when you clean your brush that's got the metallics on, you want to clean them out in acetone. Now that's all dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to top coat that. You can seal it in either Mega Gloss or you can use the Urban Graffiti top coat. I'm going to use Mega Gloss today. And you'll see that this really brings out the colours. I'm going to pop that into the lamp and cure that. So there we are. That's how to create a bow using the one stroke technique. I hope I broke it down enough for you. Break it down! There you are, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. All the products we've used today are down below in the description box, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! I don't know why you put a bow on your face, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing nail art. Hello. I want to do a bow on a nail. Not on your face or anywhere else for that matter.